I started Non-Toxic Revolution because all of the studies that were coming out were saying that only 10% of new cancer cases were hereditary. That means 90% of all other newly diagnosed cases of cancer are linked to the environment.
Non-Toxic Revolution is a program of Keep Abreast, the breast cancer nonprofit, and we are a program that addresses the daily toxins that we're exposed to in our lives and how to avoid them and lower our risk for breast cancer and other diseases.
Because I wanted to educate people on how they could lower their risk of breast cancer by living a non-toxic lifestyle.
We love to give education, teach people how to be their own health advocates, how to advocate for better legislation, and also give them alternatives, healthy alternatives to products that they use in their everyday life that'll help them be healthier and lower their risk of disease. Parabens are a chemical that companies put into products as a preservative and to prevent bacteria. The problem with parabens is that they are a estrogen mimicking chemical. So they mimic certain hormones, and in this case estrogen, which scientists and doctors have found in breast tumor. You can find parabens in lotions, deodorants, shampoos, and conditioners, so definitely look out for them on your labels. Fragrance is an ingredient on the back of the label that just says fragrance, and it doesn't really say what that means or what's in it, and that's part of the problem, is that because fragrance is a proprietary formula, companies don't have to tell you what ingredients or what chemicals they use in a fragrant. On average, there can be about 12 to 14 chemicals in the fragrance ingredients that they don't even have to list on the label. So you don't even know what they're putting in your product, which can be a problem for allergens, skin rashes, or any other type of skin condition. But also, a lot of those ingredients they're putting in fragrance aren't tested for safety. So on top of not knowing what they are, they haven't even been tested for safety for human use. So when you see fragrance on a bottle, try to avoid it. So the problem with putting chemicals on your skin is that your skin's your largest organ, and it is the most absorbent. So when you're putting a product on your skin every single day and it has these harmful chemicals like parabens or fragrance in them, then you're repeatedly exposing your largest absorbent organ to these chemicals, and that eventually starts affecting your body and over time can cause health problems. So kind of the main problem also is that we're not just putting one product on our body per day. On average, women put about 12 products on us per day, and those products all might have parabens or phthalates or fragrance. And so we're compounding those ingredients every single day. And even though one product might have a safe level of them, once we compound it to 12 products, then the levels may not be so safe anymore. So the big problem with the skincare, beauty, body care industry is that they're not regulated in a way that the food industry is. The government's not checking in to see if the ingredients companies are using are safe. They're not worried about the levels of safety. They're not being watched and regulated for our health and our well-being. Some things you can do when you're shopping for personal and body care products in the store is look out for our top 5 chemicals to avoid: parabens, phthalates, triclosan, fragrance, and dioxin. A lot of these are dangerous for many reasons. They're linked to different diseases, but also some of them are hormone mimicking chemicals that can mimic estrogen and other hormones and lead to certain types of cancer. So looking out for those top 5 ingredients is a good way to start. There are also a couple different apps that can help you when you're shopping for products. We love Environmental Working Group's Healthy Living app and the Think Dirty app. They both can scan products in store and tell you a certain rating, which they have based on how safe or hazardous the product is. So that's super helpful, especially because when you're shopping for products, just because you can't pronounce an ingredient doesn't mean that it's bad for you. Some scientific names for ingredients or some ingredients have long names, and it doesn't mean that they're toxic. So it's good to have those apps because we're not all scientists to help us make those decisions. So another thing to look out for when you're shopping is kind of buzzwords. So green, natural, these types of words are popular for companies to use now because they know that consumers want safe and natural products. But there's really no regulation on besides the USDA organic seal, there's no regulation on what natural means for a company. So if you see a bottle that says natural, maybe only 1 or 2 ingredients out of 50 are natural in the product. So make sure you still check the back of the label, even if it appears to be natural or holistic or green, and just check for yourself and be your own health advocate, because you're the only one that's looking out for yourself.
It's pretty easy to live a non-toxic lifestyle. There's many things you can do, whether you use non-toxic beauty products, non-toxic cleaning products, or whether you just use reusable containers. There's all types of things you can do, and it's pretty easy. So if you just check out our website, we break it down for you in easy, actionable steps, things you can just do in your everyday life.
So at Non-Toxic Revolution, we love to be confident in companies that we partner with. And Sonage Skincare is a company that we can be super confident in when we're suggesting their products to our audience and the people that we educate on non-toxic living. They make safe and effective products, and their approach is about holistic and overall wellness in your life and your skincare, and that's something that we can get behind, and that is super Non-Toxic Revolution.
I love Sonage because they share the same values that we do. They formulate their products with only the best clean ingredients, and you know you can trust them and that they're going to make you feel awesome and beautiful.